Tinned tomatoes. These are a fantastic store-cupboard ingredient that will never let you down. It counts as one of your 5 fruit and veg a day. It's really nutritious and it's the base of so many different recipes. Like the one I'm going to share with you to answer your question. This is the most delicious barbecued beans with crispy garlic bread topping. We've got cannellini beans, sweet potato in there. It's a really nice, healthy dish. It's a brilliant midweek meal, perfect for any time of the year, but particularly when the weather is getting cold. So let's do this. So I'm going to get a nice big pan, get it onto a medium-high heat, and we'll start with the sweet potatoes. Now these have had a wash. Cut it in half. A regular potato don't count as one of your 5 fruit and veg a day. These, however, do. Beautiful, sweet, nutty, gorgeous. So quarter them and clank them up. Now, I've got a really nice technique to share with you that makes this have more smokiness, right? So the original baked bean recipe, it would have been like in Dutch ovens, on fires. You would have had the smoke of the fire just kind of licking the beans and giving it that flavor. We can't do that in a house, right? But what we can do is scald and blister the sweet potatoes. So actually the skin here, not only is it nutritious, but it's also gonna kind of just burn a little bit and give you a smokiness. It's a really, really clever technique. So we're going into the non-stick pan dry. So that's the first bit going. Next up, onions. So I've got 2 onions, just give them a peel and roughly chop it like this. You want these onions to be roughly around the same size as the beans. Come and have a look in the pan. There's nothing in there apart from the sweet potatoes. It is smelling incredible. It's toasting the skin, it's creating a smokiness, it's caramelizing the natural sugars in the sweet potato. This is flavor, guys. Now let's add the onion, a couple of tablespoons of olive oil into the pan. While it starts to fry, you can hear it. Right, that's going to bring out the sweetness in the onion. I want to add some basic seasoning. So salt, some pepper. I've got some smoked paprika here that's going to give even more flavour and smokiness. It's going to be so delicious. So 2 teaspoons go in. And what I love about this is a fantastic little midweek meal. You can make it in advance, you can reheat it, but I love it hot on a cold winter's night. It's a really fantastic vegetarian meal. If you wanted to add meat or sausages to it, of course you can. It's coming in at under £1 a portion, and we're going to create amazing flavour. So just in 5 minutes, you can sweeten the onions and you can get chariness on those sweet potatoes. Look at that. The next part of the story, barbecue sauce. 2 nice tablespoons into the pan. But it's going to make this whole thing shine and give it a really wonderful flavour. You can smell the tanginess, which I really love. So as soon as that's gone in, 2 tins of cannellini beans. They're a legume, they're a source of protein. Beans go in, juice and all. The juice is actually very handy because it creates a lovely sauce. So we're going to waste nothing. Feel free to use any beans you like. We go in with the tomatoes. 2 tins, so useful in so many dishes. This is going to be absolutely delicious. So what I normally do is just let that simmer away until the sweet potatoes are tender, right? So 10 minutes. What I want to show you now is a very worthy hack for all of you garlic bread lovers out there. You can have a healthy meal, right, and still use indulgent things. You just got to be clever. So first up, take half of it like that. The other half can go back in the fridge or freezer. And I'm going to show you how to make garlic bread breadcrumbs. If you wazz up these bits of garlic bread, you get the parsley, you get the butter, you get the garlic, right? So it keeps the ingredients down. Just whack it in a food processor. So just for 30 seconds in a food processor, go into a dry pan, and for like 5 minutes, we're gonna toast these off until golden. It's gonna be amazing, scattered across our homemade baked beans. But not only that, this little hack you can use across pasta dishes, you can use across beautiful salads to make it exciting. If you make a lovely frumpy old stew, put that on at the last minute, whoa, texture, crunch, pongy garlic, it's brilliant. So let that just toast off, let that simmer away until it's tender, and then we're done. Quick, easy, and it smells really good. If you look here at the breadcrumbs, I'm gonna turn the gas off now. Look how lovely and golden and crisp these are. You can hear it. Can you hear that? So imagine that sort of sprinkled over the top of your portion of baked beans. So crunchy, so good. So look, I'm gonna give that 5 more minutes. I'm gonna put a lid on top, and then we'll be good to go. So in this beautiful meal, you're gonna get 4 of your 5 fruit and veg a day, and this is enough to serve 4 people. So, we're done. Just to kind of remind you, this has had just under 30 minutes cooking. 10 minutes of browning the veg at the beginning, and then as soon as we put the cans in and the lovely tomatoes, you know, that's had 20 minutes of just gentle simmering like this. You know when it's done, when the sweet potatoes are nice and soft, and of course, if you wanted to speed up the cooking time, just cut the sweet potatoes half the size again. So if you go smaller, it goes quicker. So a really nice dish. Can you see how shiny this is? Got all the beans in there. I love how some of the veggies start just kind of mashing up a little bit. You get a really nice texture. If it's a little bit dry, add a little bit of water, but you can see this is perfect. I like it when it's kind of oozy. So this big old pan serves 4 people really generously. I'm really pleased with that dish. It's a really nice, comforting midweek meal coming in at under £1 a portion. And let me serve you 1 portion up now, just how I like to do it. Look at the colour. It's nice and generous. Now, for one of our favourite bits, the crispy garlic bread breadcrumbs. This is a hack of all hacks. For all you garlic bread lovers out there, I know you buy this, have a go at this, you will not regret it. Just sprinkle that over the top, and then you get this crunch, the hit of garlic. And you can actually be quite generous. That half of a garlic bread has got split between 4 people, and it's gonna really deliver on texture and flavour. I quite like doing a little bit of the smoked paprika just over the top. Absolutely delicious. Let's have a little try. Look at that. Homemade baked beans. Wow, sweet, nutty, full of flavour. It's got that barbecue-y vibe. It is a super baked bean, but with chunks, nice big chunks of the sweet potato. Look at that. This is food that makes you happy. Your family are gonna love it. You can do so much with it. Better for you, better for your wallet. So go on, what are you waiting for? Get down to Tesco, get the ingredients, get cooking. And for a midweek meal, getting more of the good stuff into your family with joy, with fun, with excitement, go for it. And for more recipes, go to Tesco Real Food and get cooking.